Hello everybody, I pray you're doing well. So today I'm super excited to do this video because as you can see I have the Nailboo Magic Manicure Remover, and while you don't necessarily need this, there's other methods of being able to remove your horrendous, well, my horrendous nails right now, or my manicure that's been screaming take me off. There is other methods, for example, the gel no more by Nailboo, and it works amazing. Of course, you do have to file your nails down and then apply it. There's also different brands. Let's see, this one takes about, let's see, I want to say like 5 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes, depending how thick your gel manicure is and how well you sand it down and prepped it. And then of course you would get a cuticle pusher to remove the excess. Now that method works fantastic, but it is very messy. I have done it. This is like my 5th or 3rd, I don't know, bottles. I like it because it's safe. And then the other method would be pre-cut foil with cotton. You can buy those at online, Amazon, eBay, other nail supply stores. Or you can also purchase the aluminum, cut it to size, and then you can get cotton rounds, or these types as well. You can get these from the Dollar Tree, Walmart, any big box store, nail supply store. You can also use these as well. You just want to drench them with acetone. I like to use pure acetone, or you can use any type of acetone that you want. Of course, acetone is going to be a lot faster to remove any manicure versus the ones that are plant-based, and or if you do like your DIY acetone remover such as lemon and other ingredients. So there's that method. Now, they have worked, they continue to work. The only thing is, as much as I try to be clean and not messy, things get messy. This is where this comes in. Now, I haven't seen any videos online or reviews, only their website, but on Sally's Beauty Supply website, they have really good reviews. So I was, excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. The good thing about it, yes, it's $65.99, but I had a $10 coupon, or reward certificate is what's called, so it dropped it down to $55.99, and then from there, of course, taxes. So I ended up paying a total of $60.61. Now, the good thing is that I was told that if I don't like this, I can take it back. So that made me feel even more reassured to give this a try. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and open this. I do have my dust collector, so when I file down my nails, my dust collector can collect all of that. And let's go ahead and open this over here. Oh, so you get, again, this is my first time, so it's going to be first impressions, review, all of that good stuff. The Magic Manicure Remover instruction manual. So how to, we'll read that and go alongside. Oh, nice, you get an actual remover. Now, I've never liked these. I don't know why. I feel like it shouldn't damage your nail. We'll give that a try. So at least it comes with one, and it's metal, which is even better. Okay, so we'll try that. Let's get this guy out. Here, let me put the box there. I like the way it's well packaged. I was like, whoa, wait, this is upside down. I forgot. Wait, no? Wait. Okay, So, oh, it looks like a coffee warmer. And what I mean by coffee, oh, okay, so this comes off. That's empty. So it's like a ceramic dish. Okay, let's get that through. Okay, leave that there. Interesting. So what I mean, like, it reminds me of one of these. Of course, I wouldn't recommend you getting, but this is what I use when I want to keep my coffee, my tea and everything warm. So they get, you know, cold. Oops. Everything went sideways. So it comes very well packaged. Put that there. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna let's get this. So I like that it has the on and off switch. I like that it comes with this protector, so that means it was not scratching anything in here. Let's get that. I was like, what's that from? Okay. Okay, I will not be using this. I'll be replacing it with something else. Oh, can't even get it off. There we go. Okay, let's take that off. And I'll connect this here in a bit. Let's put that there. Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to be the indicator of when it's on and off, or when it's ready. We'll read about it. I'll leave that there. So now the instructions are in different languages. So it says prepare your workplace. Okay, what you will need: the warmer base ceramic bowl, so it is a ceramic bowl, your manicure scraper tool, which is included, acetone, paper towels, nail file, cuticle oil, or hand cream, not included. So for nail oil, I'm going to use my Holo Taco oil pen. Okay, you can also use hand cream, but I'll use the oil. And I have my nail filer, and of course it came with this, and it says place the warmer on a level, heat resistant and clutter-free surface to prevent damage to the furniture. Place a towel or paper towel underneath the warmer. Okay, place a folded paper towel onto the bottom of the bowl to cover. Oh, okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so it says to prevent damage to furniture, place a towel or paper towel. I have my silicone mat and this nail desk or thing underneath, so I'm not going to put anything underneath. Let's see here, and let me get a paper towel. Okay. I don't know how big I'll need it. Okay, so place it. Should I it's fussy. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to place this just as underneath. And it says on the bottom of the bowl to cover the bottom. Okay, pour just enough of acetone in the ceramic bowl to cover the nail surface. More may be needed if you're removing a pedicure. Optional, place the lid securely on the bowl. Oh, okay, so this is optional. You don't have to use this, but I will, just in case. And before I get this all messy, I'm going to put this here. So I had brought some water. I guess you don't need water. I thought you would have to dilute it, but it doesn't say anything about diluting. I should have probably paused you guys. But okay, I'm back. It was just really quickly. Let's do this here. Okay. So just enough to cover the nail. So we have the towel and poured out the water because we don't need that. So it says to cover the nail surface. So I'm assuming up to here. Before I do anything, let me prep. Oh, unlock that. Maybe I should put lotion all over my hands too. That way, I'm gonna get my Hollow Taco lotion. I really like that one. Not paid advertisement on those. I just really love their products. I also use pure jojoba oil, which I've made myself. Okay, so we're gonna be generous. It's to prevent let's see, your nails to dry, or your hands to dry out. But I will also apply lotion on my hands for the rest of the fingers. Okay. BRB. Thank you so much for your patience. I went to grab my hand lotion. So like underneath the nail. There we go. Might as well, right? Okay, I think I overkilled it. Oh, 1 second. I just don't want my hands to overly dry here. Maybe I should get a, I am gonna have to get a napkin. Overkill. Overkill. The good thing is that I can wash this, which I like a lot. Okay, so I'm just taking it off from the top of the nail so I can sand this down. Before I pour the acetone, because we all know acetone evaporates. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Insert the plug into the wall. Oh, wall outlet. That means I cannot use an extension cord. Okay. Let's see, does this reach my wall? 1 moment, please. Okay, the struggle was real, but I got it to the wall. I was gonna connect it to my extension cord, but it specifically says wall outlet. Turn on the indicator light should illuminate to signify the heating element. Turning on, wait for the acetone to warm up to comfortable warm temperature. Warming times will vary based on how much acetone is in the bowl and the ambient temperature. While the warmer is heating, prep nails as needed for removal. Okay, proper nail prep before soaking. So I imagine just sand down, the usual. I think I can grasp the the usual prep work is. Okay. Ooh, let's move this here. So I'm going to put that there. Oh my. Okay. Oh boy. I'm making a mess. Okay. Usually I have a smaller one, but the smaller one I had to mix it in with something else, and I need pure acetone. So, okay, we're gonna put that there. Let's see. No. Yeah. Okay, that's much better. Let's turn this on. Yay! So while that warms up. I was gonna say it better not be dead because I just charged this up. Okay. If it's a little bit loud, I'm sorry. I think I've had this manicure on for 2 weeks or a week. I don't recall. It's been a while. Most likely a week. I'm over it. Okay. Let's sand down this. I think that's good enough as long as you have the shine off. So we have the nail prepped. I gave away my duster or my nail polish. No, I have one somewhere, but it's okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna add more cuticle oil because, well, with the dusting and I really do not want dehydrated hands as is. They're already dehydrated, so let's take that extra precaution. So what I like to normally do is I also like to put cuticle, well, I feel like I should put a cuticle here underneath since my nails are gonna go in there as well. Trying to avoid flatness, but okay, so I think we are good. Okay, that should be enough. And then we already have the lotion, so let's cover that up. And yes, it looks very, so let's see. I don't feel it hot at all. Is this even heating up? I think it needs more. Okay, it's not hot. Should we start a timer? Let's start a timer. Let's see how long this takes. Let's move this guy over. This is still cold. Does it say how long it takes for it to heat up? Okay, bumble cover. It says enter the plug into the wall outlet, turn on. The indicator light should illuminate to signify the heating element turning on. Wait for the acetone to warm up to a comfortable warm temperature. Warning, times will vary based on how much acetone is in the bowl and the ambient temperature. So my house isn't hot and isn't cold. It's perfect temperature. Touching this here on the bottom, it feels warm. It has switched from it being cooler to a little bit warm, so I do feel like it is warming up. Oh, I don't want to touch this. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily say, hey, give it at least 2 minutes or anything. So it is right now 7:07 or 7:07. I should have looked at the time, maybe the timestamp or something. I don't know. But I have been pausing the video too. Okay, let's see here. Let's try this again. Okay, it is warmer, but it's still cold. So if this is like my coffee warmer, it does take a little bit longer to warm up. I'm just gonna put my fingers in there. Okay. I really want to give it some time. It's 7:08.
That new Fantastic Four movie's coming out, I think.
And oh, okay. It is warmer. I feel like, did the acetone evaporate already? Oh yes, it is warmer. I'm like, is this a placebo effect? Because it says it should be warm, but no. So I do see if you have very long nails, you would have to probably keep them out more, so then you would need more acetone. My nails are pretty short. Oh, it's already working. Okay, okay. Nice. So let's get this out of the way. I should have, well, let me get some napkins propped here, because even though it's saying it won't be as messy, it will still get messy. That's okay. That's fine. Should have had this prepped already. And then get our handy tool out. You know what? I'm going to pause the video. It is currently 7:09. It does recommend you do it. Let's see. It says to speed up removal, gently rub your nails against the paper towel placed in the bottom of the ceramic bowl and wipe off dissolved product as needed. Re-soak your nails as needed until all the product is fully dissolved. Okay, so it doesn't really give you a time stamp or recommendation of how long you should have your nails in there. It's just, you know, checking, wow, you can see the glitter in there. Okay, so I would probably recommend you rubbing, you know, your nails in there then against the paper towel. So if you're gonna put some in there, I tried folding it all in. I should have left the entire section with paper napkins, but look, it is doing something. I can already see it coming off. I really want to leave it as it is getting warmer. I do feel it getting warmer. Let's see here. Let's seek it out. 7-11. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's, okay, so what I'm going to do is just scrape off the stuff that is coming off nice and gently. I'm impressed. That was pretty quick. So it's not as messy. Now I would recommend having something, okay. Oh wow, look at this. That was with a simple scrape. I'm not pressing too hard. I don't want to damage my fingers, or my nails, sorry, my fingers. I don't want to damage my nails. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Back in. I think in this case, well, I wouldn't recommend taking out a book unless you're reading it on your cell phone. I haven't decided what color to do my nails yet. I am going to be reapplying my gel, builder gel on there, on my natural nail, so I can have a stronger structure. And then I don't know what to paint my nails with, so we'll find out. It does feel warm. So it is warm. I can feel it very, very warm. I actually like this. It's not as messy. Again, normally I would pour this in one of my containers, but my container's mixed with something else. And it does recommend that you use pure acetone so it can work a lot faster. You can try other methods and see if it actually works, but the recommendation is pure acetone. So, oh, I love this thing. This is pretty neat. I like that it's black. It does have the logo Nailboo, very simple. It's, wow, look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay, how many wows have I said already? Wow. I'm just trying to speed up the process by removing so nice. Let me see this now. Let me try this really quickly. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I can use both so I'm not constantly in the acetone, because again, our skin is like an organ, or our skin is an organ which absorbs you know, the acetone into the skin. There's no study about exposure to steam with acetone, so I just want to be cautious as to how much I steam my hands in the acetone. And yes, I like to clean my brush so I'm not transferring pieces of gel into the bottle, because I had already scraped. You can see it bubbling up already. I like, let me make sure there's nothing on there. You know what? Let's do, I'm just not wanting to transfer pieces onto my bottle. So, although I was like, this is messy, but I also don't want too much exposure of the acetone steam into my hands. Look at that. Oh, wow. I gotta say, oh, wow. I have to stop saying, oh, wow. Okay. I feel like this is a little bit too scrapey. Okay. Oh, beautiful. And for good measure, I'm just going to do, it should have turned on my fan, but that's fine. Put my hand in there. I'm going to get, oh, you know what, I'll be right back. Let me get my acetone. It did get cold again. Oh, no. So, wow. Okay. That's a little bit too hot, so I'm just going to raise my hand a little bit. If it's not like it's hot, uncomfortable in the entire bowl, but if you touch your nails to the bottom of the bowl, you can feel the heat. Yeah, no, I don't want to get a second degree burn here. Not that you would, because it's just warm. Okay. What was it, 707 when I called the first time? So even with me pushing with my nails, I'm just getting the residue. I love this thing. Oh, see, there's a little bit more there, but I feel like I can get it off with this. Just needs it there. It's another one here. Oh my goodness. I was not, well, it already came off. I was not thinking. I don't recommend you doing this. Use a proper tool. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So let's, yeah, look at that. So those are my natural nails with the help of this and this. Yeah. Okay, there's a little bit here. Okay. So, what do you guys think? I think it's worth it. Okay, so I forgot a little bit right there. You can see a little bit of shine. Again, I'm just going to use this since it's almost... There we go. Wipe that off. Okay, so let's go in. Ooh, see, I would definitely let this warm up for at least 5 minutes or even 10, because now I can feel the vapors, the steam. I can feel it doing something, although I wouldn't recommend putting this on your nail and then doing that. Don't do that. Let me take that off. Okay, so very quickly, I'm just going to put my hands in there. Yes, so it's warm now. I feel like with this hand, it's going to work much faster. You know, usual. Sand it down, then put it in there, and it would come off. So yeah, there we go. Again, I would recommend lotion, or it works for me at least. It works for me applying the lotion underneath cuticle oil. Okay. Yeah. Recommend putting, it works for me, underneath. See how that's already dry? There we go. Oh, and it's so much cleaner. I love it. So let's see how, ooh, that was hot. Okay, let's turn this off first. Let's take the cap off and, okay, this isn't hot. So you can see a little bit of the nail polish, gel polish in there. It says it recommends that you scrub there on the walls. If you're gonna do that, then I would recommend putting paper napkins in the entire wall so you can scrub. Okay, I do like that. You could put your hands like this if you want, or you can, okay, in this case it would be the other way, like that. Okay, if you watch this entire video, thank you, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comments section below. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it's up to you. I don't judge, and it's worth the money and the investment. I can see the acetone rising up and going down. I'm gonna prep or do this hand, but I'm not gonna show you guys. I just did it this one hand so I don't mortify you guys with a much longer video. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to continue this other hand, and again, thank you for taking the time to watching this video. I hope this helped. In my opinion, my first impressions, I absolutely like it. I'm gonna do a little tweaks here and there, putting paper towels around the circumference inside. That way I can scrub and make it easier. And yeah, to me, it's worth every cent. It's gonna make gel manicures a lot less tedious. May you have a blessed night, a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. And once again, thank you. Bye.